Hey guys, this is Matt with ThermalHunting.com and our pro staff, Chip Dillard. Pulsar came out with a new product that we're going to be talking about that everybody's kind of been anticipating since the merger 1024s has been released. Everybody's saying, yeah, well, when are they going to come out with a scope? And finally, here it is. This is the Thermion XL50 LRF right here. And then we have, for comparison, the Thermion 2 XP50 LRF. We got to play with this for about a week now, and there's a few comparisons. So this guy, Thermion XL50, the base mag on this one is 1.75, where your XP50 is 2.0. And then on the XL50 it goes from 1.75, and that's at 1024 resolution, and then you go up from there to 3.50, and at 3.50 you're going to be close to the XG50 mark on the base mag, and it's going to be around 640. And then you go to 7X, and your 7X is going to be around 384 on this XL50, which is kind of cool, so it doesn't get all really pixelated. And then it goes to 14. So the biggest thing that I've heard people talk about, just that since we tested this product out, is what's the difference? All the XP50 guys, I can hear them say, well, is it worth the extra money to get an XL over an XP? Well, the XL really shines, I feel, when you kind of zoom in. When you start zooming in, that's when you can really tell that 1024 is shining. Chip, you used this scope for a couple, 2 or 3 days. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's a great scope. In comparison to, this is what I've been using, the XP50 Pro, and like you mentioned, the base mag on this one is 2, but the resolution is like 640 at the 2, whereas and this is base mag 1.75 and the resolution is 1024. So once you start zooming up, that's when you're going to start seeing the advantage of the XL. And for guys who are taking shots longer than 250 yards, which I rarely do, there's a lot of guys that do. If you're going to be taking shots that far or farther, then you're going to want this XL, because when you get up there to that 7 magnification level, it's pretty clear image. So I like the scan feature on the rangefinder, that you can set it on auto, and it'll just be, you know, scan. It took me a little while to figure that out last night when I was using it, but that's a great feature. Now keep in mind, when you're using this higher resolution, when you're downloading, like I download to my laptop, and the file is going to be bigger. So even if you have 30 seconds of video, that file is going to be bigger than your files on this because of the resolution difference.
Also, I think where a lot of people is deciding, well, hey, do I need an XP50 or do I need an XG50? Well, the only difference essentially is the base mag. So with this XL, you kind of get the best of both worlds, because at 1.75, you're close to the XP50 range, and you're at 1024. Well, you zoom in one time, and you're at 3.50 on the XL, where the XG, you're at 3 at 640. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. So if you kind of can't make your mind up. The new XL50s also has the new software update. So I know a lot of guys got frustrated when they had their ballistic rangefinder app out and they hit the button and then it popped up the holdover on a red dot, and they're like, well, how can I get this red dot to go away because it's bothering me? Well, this one, you just double tap the rangefinder and it goes away. Where the old software update, you have to completely turn the scope off and then hard reset and turn it back on, which the XP50 will have that software update coming at the end of the year, I was told. So that's good. But so this comes with, you can change the reticles. The software update is huge on these. We will have these in stock on release day. So if you're interested,
here they are.
Yeah, here they are, and we got some more coming. So another cool feature about the XL50 is that it comes with 2 batteries. It comes with the APS-2 and the APS-3, where the XP50 just come with the APS-2 battery. So that's kind of giving you a little extra battery. Price point, the XL50s will be essentially $8,000 MAP price, and where the XP50 LRF is $6,000. So a lot of people was like, well, is it worth $2,000 more dollars? Well, I mean, I think so. I mean, you got this the best thermal out right now at Pulsar. So
yeah, it gets down to a personal preference. If you want the best, that's what you're definitely going to get. If you're making longer shots, that's what you need. You know, you can still kill a lot of coyotes with this one, which is the one I've got currently. But if you want the best, that's what you got to go with.
Yeah, and I can tell with your videos also, and just looking through it, like everything has such more detail. The image does.
It's a very crisp and clear image, and that's what I noticed right away was when you're looking on that base mag out there like a wood line. It's just so crisp and clear, and I really like that feature. Everything else, like the menus, are very similar, if not the same, about, you know, reticle selection, whether you like hunting with white hot, which is what I prefer, versus a black hot versus a red hot. There's some other modes in there that you can choose on the color palettes, but I prefer white hot. I know a lot of guys prefer black hot. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's the same features. So you know, as you guys know, in the dark, you're feeling around for things. It's the same thing. It's the same buttons as the XP.
Yeah, visually, just looking at it, really the only difference you can tell is up here on the objective. It says HD 1024 by 768. But just looking at it, that's really the only difference you can tell. It's just like the XP50. All the buttons are the same, the menus are the same. It does have the new software update, so you know you got a little bit more features, but everything else stayed the same.
The one thing I did notice when I was hooking it up to my laptop, because I download to my laptop, I did notice this, that when you're plugging in here from your laptop or you're wanting to power up the internal battery, or you're charging the internal battery, and you can also charge your external battery here also, there is a small little green light that'll light up and flash that'll tell you that you're charging, whereas it's not on the old one. I mean, on the XP50. So that's another small feature that's different that they've updated.
So we do have this scope mounted up on a 0 delta mount, which we sell in the shop. We really like the mount, and that does not come with the mount, but we do sell them in the store.
When I went out and hunted with it last night, the one thing I will say is I use the picture-in-picture all the time. Now, I didn't used to use that, but somebody else had encouraged me, hey, you should try that picture-in-picture. And so once I did and I got used to it, that's all I use. So I didn't jump out of that and go just to one view and do the zoom in, but the reason I use picture-in-picture is because I'm hunting around a lot of cattle at times, and I want to be able to see those cows moving while I'm zoomed in on the coyote. And if a cow comes in the picture, you know, I know not to shoot. But it's very clear at that 3.5, 7, you know, base. I think on one of those videos I zoomed into 14 because I like to zoom in. I like to get, you know, I like to pick out an area out on the coyote that I'm shooting rather than just putting a crosshair on a body. So it's very clear on the image.
All right, guys, I guess that's it. Pulsar is releasing these Wednesday, October 25th, and we do have them in stock in the store, so you can either come by here or you can purchase them online. We will ship same day if you purchase online, and you'll get them by Friday. We're going to add in that 2-day delivery. So if you want to call us and order one, or you can go on our website at thermalhunting.com, or you can on our phone 205-201-0036. Thank you.